Here's
should
the
have that on
Radiant
you.
ban.
Yep.
And welcome to game number 1 of
Oh, sorry, it's game number 2.
sorry, my bad. Game number 2. I'm just joining in. Lost apparently did the last game. Lost. Tell me how it went. How did it go? Give me a recap.
Game 1 was pretty sick. It went to 50 minutes. Team Kick-Ass Patrol had
5
a
seconds
really
remaining.
big Chaos Knight. You got a Rampage in the mid game, but in the end, the Kings had a really nice strategy around their Medusa and their Bristleback. Basically, they just didn't have enough damage on the side of Kick-Ass Patrol to be able to bring down those really two tanky cores, and they had a lot of teamfight issues that I highlighted during my cast. Let's see if those may come into effect this game as well. There was a lot of kind of unfortunate chronos, let's just call them. So I guess we'll have to see if they repeat the same mistakes or not.
Is which one's which? Is Radiant Kick-Ass Patrol?
Radiant is Kick-Ass Patrol, and the Dire are Kings of Overthrow is their full name, but I found it a bit of a mouthful, so I just called them Kings.
Well, right now they're called Blunts for Bryce.
Yeah, a bit of
Radiant's
I
turn
think
to
that's
bat.
somebody's trolling.
Somebody's just messing with them. All right, what was their draft last game? What did they have? Who was who?
All right, so for the Kick-Ass Patrol, they had a Shadow Shaman and a Disruptor support duo. They had an
Shadow
offlane
Shaman
Void.
Disruptor.
Yeah, they had an offlane
Okay.
Void. They had a CK carry, and in the mid lane they had a Puck. For the side of Kings, they had let me think, Bristleback and Medusa as their two tanky cores. It was a Medusa mid. They had an Earthshaker, a Lich, and an Ancient Apparition. So those three supports really got
Radiant's turn
very
to pick.
farmed, even into the late game. They were throwing out a ton of damage with all their spells.
Did they all go Midas? Cause damn, man, that's like.
I think the AA went Midas. I think the rest just went utility, but they were really farmed on their support heroes. They found farm later on.
Okay, so Blunts for Bryce or over what was it?
Let's call them Kings.
Kings. I might just be using Radiant and Dire.
5
I'm not
seconds
gonna remember
remaining.
any of this stuff.
Yeah, that's no problem.
But Kings. So Kings won last game, right?
Yes.
All right, so that gives me a more complete idea as we go into our bans. We can see Necrophos and the Respect AA ban. I guess that was a big problem for them. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I can definitely see A being a good band in general, actually, this patch. A's been a really solid first pick because he counters heroes like Necrolite, he counters heroes like Huskar, Wisp. He just counters those heroes
5
innately.
seconds
So
remaining.
by banning that hero, you're also kind of like pseudo-banning a bunch of other heroes at the same time.
Oh yeah, I also think that that move speed, and he's able to throw out so many of those ice vortexes that it's insane. Like I saw a strategy today where they had a Tidehunter Ag, so he was just throwing Gush, and he just threw out a ton of those ice vortexes, and the extra damage and slow, and on top of the Gush slow itself was just way too much for our team to handle. We lost pretty
Radiant's
soundly.
turn
I
to
got
pick.
pretty tilted over that.
Yeah, it's a pretty underrated spell, for sure.
The Dire get a ban.
Ooh, that's a really sick duo pick. I'm just going to talk really quickly about these two picks from Kings. So Batrider and Night Stalker is a very meta, very good opening duo pick because you have
Vision.
very good synergy between those heroes. Night Stalker with the extra night vision lets Batrider find pickoffs all over the map, and because of that
Radiant's turn to
darkness,
bat.
you're not able to see the Batrider coming, even if you have wards in the area.
See, I saw that before, but I just like always wondered why they actually did the Batrider and the Night Stalker together. I just noticed that the Batrider could just pick up a gem, and they didn't need an Ags on Night Stalker, so he became more of like a roaming core, which was kind of interesting how they synergized that way. But I never considered the darkness with the
5
Batrider
seconds
approach.
remaining.
Man, it was definitely around vision, though. I knew it was around vision. I just didn't understand the full capacity of how.
Yeah, it's a very, very common and very solid first two pickup combination. So that's a really I like seeing the meta and the game sense from Kings, understanding that these two heroes in conjunction are really strong.
So what do you do to counter that? I mean, you can't pick a Coddle into a Night Stalker. I mean, that's...
Honestly, almost every game I ban either a Night Stalker or I ban a Batrider. I don't let those two
Here's
heroes
the
through in the
Radiant
first phase.
ban.
That's just my personal preference. Technically, you can just let those heroes go through and play against it. If you have some sort of idea of how you want to play, maybe you want a death ball and those heroes become less important. But it's just very scary to play against, very annoying to play against too.
Okay, let's take a look at their bans. What do you think of the Warlock ban? I'm not sure that that's like a tier 1 ban. What do you
5
think?
seconds
Yeah, it's an
remaining.
interesting ban. They ban Warlock and they ban Silencer, so making heroes that initiate a lot less good. So like LC is a hero that could really use a Warlock or a Silencer behind her. A couple metas ago, with my team, I was picking LC Silencer first or LC Warlock first every single match that I could get it through, because I think that combo is really deadly. You jump in with a duel and you global on top, or you golem on top, and the team fight's just won. So maybe they're afraid of initiators.
So like counter initiators, things that can change the tempo. They want to show some aggression. That much is very clear. They banned out the Void, so I can see that happening really well with the Jakiro. Void also counter initiating, like you said. These are really big ultimates. Like Sven. I mean, okay, Sven is kind of in that sense. It's not the exact same. I think that his armor and his move speed will allow him to get away. But he can really, like, if you go on him with, like, say, a Bat Rider, you would just stun and you would turn your ult on and try and just power him down.
5 seconds remaining.
See how that goes.
Yeah, he's also pretty decent in lane against the Bat Rider. Like, let's say Bat Rider tries to go on him, he just presses E, that move speed buff. I can't remember the exact name of the skill, but that extra move speed allows him to escape Bat Rider ganks a lot. And an Axe pick, that's pretty interesting. Obviously, it's going to counter the Dazzle.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think they also need just something that
10 seconds.
like, I guess they're expecting a lot of aggression to beat them out of the
5
lane.
seconds
They
remaining.
need some options that can jungle, and so I think that's kind of the more apparent pick. Jakiro, he's probably going to be focused on just throwing that liquid fire and his ultimates to control where they are around them, because of course, like, Night Stalker and Bat Rider are going to be poking their heads in, trying to get on top of you. So Jakiro excelling at keeping them away from you. You know, the slows, the stuns, the extra magic damage coming out. And so it's Crystal Maiden and Axe. Just, I think that the jungle heroes are really kind of what they're looking for right now. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. I think this is the second game in the row that they picked two intelligence heroes as your supports. I think generally you see kind of like a roaming strength hero as your fourth position, whether it be Earth Spirit, Earth Shaker, Night Stalker, like the Kings have.
Right.
I mean, Jakiro is kind of like a pseudo strength hero because of how tanky he is. So it's not the worst pick, but I think in general you want to stay away from having two like 5 positions as your supports.
Right. This is helping me not be 3K anymore. Oh man, what could they really use? I guess the Dazzle's really good with a lot of things: bristlebacks, terror blades, anything really strong and frontliney.
Yeah, Terrorblade would be a decent pick. It's strong against Axe and Lane. Dazzle as a support on his own is pretty good against Axe and Lane if you level up Poison Touch. Axe can't really man fight you. You can slow him down, kite him, and right click him a lot.
Right.
Obviously, later on, Axe kind of counters out Dazzle once he gets his Blink Dagger and his Blade Mail. So Axe is very good against high agility heroes as well. I'm not sure if Terrorblade is going to be the perfect pick here, but it'd be alright. They're going to go for Ursa instead. That's a great pick. Very good against Axe and Lane. Allows Dazzle to pull and stack and do whatever he wants. And they're going to counter with a Dro against Ursa, which is also pretty good. Decent against kiting him. He has a silence for the Bat Rider or the Night Stalker, which is pretty nice. So they're going to run some sort of Dro strat, as you can see as well.
It just doesn't feel like they're going to have the damage to kill any. Like, the Night Stalker is going to be tanky. The Ursa is already tanky. A Drow Ranger is not going to do a lot of damage until maybe like 30 minutes in. I mean, I know she gets like a huge damage buff early, but I mean, to kill a hero, that's a different story.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to be empowering his supports a lot, so I think they're going to have a very strong safe lane at the very least. They're going to secure the Dro's farm. They might end up pressuring the Bat Rider a lot as well because they have so much slow, so much like nuke as well that he's going to have a bit of a rough lane. But indeed,
it's mid
5
open,
seconds
though,
remaining.
Yeah.
Radiant's turn to
exactly.
pick.
It leaves their. They did this last game as well, where they had a very strong safe lane where they had lots of stuns, lots of slows for the lane, but it ended up kind of crippling their heroes later on. They got a lot less experience than the other heroes.
That's a really good Storm Spirit ban. I think if they had a Storm Spirit there, they would just have so much initiation. If they ever got the Snowball, which it's looking like they might with the Night
5
Stalker
seconds
to enable
remaining.
them, like it could just be really bad.
Dyer's turn to pick.
Viper, what do you think? Oh, you know what? I love the Viper against Ursa.
Yeah, very solid pick.
Oh yeah, Viper's strong so much lately. I've always seen Viper as a counter to Ursa. You throw your ultimate, and he's unable to get anywhere to get to you. It's like you throw it on him,
Don't you
and
dare
you've
pick
controlled
Tide
him
Hunter.
effectively, and now you can
What?
focus on killing everybody else.
That was a very good last pick for Kick-Ass Patrol, but I think that might have been even better last pick for Kings. I think Sniper is one of the heroes that is pretty okay against Viper in lane. In fact, he might even be able to give Viper a hard time. And the main objective for Kick-Ass Patrol is to jump in on a hero with Axe and get a call and then take the team fight from there. But if they have this really annoying Sniper in the back line throwing out shrapnels,
Canceling
making their
blinks and
exactly
things, yeah.
making their team fight annoying and hard for the supports, especially, they could end up just kiting them to death. So I really like that last pick from King. Let's see if he's able to actually survive in lane against the Viper.
You know what else I've seen as a counter to Viper lately? I've seen core Winter Wyverns. You know, you have that long range tick down, so you're always trading dots with him, but you always do it in a better fashion because it adds to your right click. You can spam out your ice shards, and you have a nice heal, so when you never really have to leave the lane, just like Viper. So it's literally like a toe-to-toe with Viper, and I think that's what's really interesting. But we're gonna get into the game right now as we
Prepare
see
for
nobody has smoked up. They're just gonna head to their lane. We have a ward on the Night Stalker, and
Yeah, he's
a
got a
Chasm.
smoke as well, so they might go for level 1 or something, but maybe not.
Yeah, level 1 Roche, level 1 Hill. We have to pause to say our good luck, have funs.
Yeah, speaking of all chat, there's a little bit of BM, a little bit of passive aggressiveness last game, so I guess we'll have to see if that spills over into game 2. I think they handled it in game 1, but who knows?
Are they talking to us? Oh, okay. We got y'all, guys. Don't worry. This one, is the Kings is the Dire, right?
Yes.
And Kick-Ass Patrol is the Radiant.
Yep.
All right, cool.
And
So
we're
got
underway.
to check and make sure. But you saw that they were actually putting circles and things like this. I want to know what they were thinking. I want to know what's in their heads. What do you think? They've got a ward on their Jakiro, and a
I think
ward
they're
on this
just
Crystal.
I think they're just trolling. Nice mid lane ward from Chikiro. A very standard ward, but definitely a good one.
That's one of my favorite ones. I like to put that there when I expect somebody to roam on me, but I also want to see the rune. But the one thing I would say about that particular ward, just being a support player myself, is that you see the
30
rune,
seconds
but
to battle.
your mid hero really isn't going to be focused on dominating those runes. You just really kind of want to see if a Night Stalker is coming to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I would say actually, if that's the case, I would actually put it a little bit closer to the mid, so the mid can have an easier time last hitting, because you don't really care about the runes so much. You just really need to see when someone's gonna come up to you. So maybe I would put it like a little bit further. What do you think?
Yeah,
Let's-
I mean, it doesn't really matter too much as long as it's in generally a decent placement on the hill where Viper can see uphill to some degrees. That's going to be important. When it's nighttime, it's going to be when Viper suffers a lot because you can't see uphill against a sniper. Generally on Viper, you want to like run uphill against your opponent and then like dominate them, kind of like throw some Qs on them and make them run back.
Yeah.
But you can't really do that as a sniper, especially when it's nighttime, because if you're walking up that hill and you can't see your opponent, you don't know if he's already walking back. So you might be wasting your time walking forward. And even if a sniper, you might just walk back a couple feet and then just right click you a couple times while you're trying to retreat. So
Are you reading any of the stuff that they're writing on their map?
yeah, they're kind of rehashing what I was talking about for the first game. I think they are aware of what they did wrong.
Find a snack.
They're shit talking each other.
Alrighty. I'm Boyd, I'm helping. But the tono crop up top was great.
Now we get the
Alright.
good stuff.
Will the CM be
We're in
jumping?
agreement.
Come in handy.
Seems going to be helping their lane a bit, and then Jung, he's their true 5 position. So it's going to be like a 4 position to Kuro. I guess we'll have to
Jakiro-
see exactly which one wants to prioritize their farm.
I guess I'm just like curious because you know, usually position 5 would start down below on position 4, but I mean, of course, with the roles like jungling CM, it's just a little odd.
No.
Yeah, especially as you see CM going Crystal Nova, so he's definitely not going to be prioritizing the jungle. They're just trying to secure this lane really hard for the Drow. Like you have Liquid Fire, and CM starting with his Crystal
Ooh,
Nova.
down bottom, we're running right into the Night Stalker. Night Stalker realizing there's a squishy CM, gonna run right at her. Now gonna back off. Jakiro kind of rotating in.
Yeah, but you already see Kick-Ass Patrol strategy with the Jakiro. Batrider got the half health on the first nuke.
Just control that Batrider. Oh, it looks like we're having a couple of great right clicks. 6 stacks on his axe. Already
Yeah,
having
he
to
can't
pop
lane
the
here.
salve.
He's gonna get cancelled by King J.
He's gotta go into the jungle. There's nothing he can do in this lane. And you see he queued up. He's going for a rushed blink.
Yeah, you immediately understand what this guy wants to play like.
So, in the middle, it looks like we have a couple of deny wins from the sniper, so he should have an experience advantage over. Oh, it's about actually Viper's kind of ahead. In theory, you should have an experience advantage with the same last hits and 5 denies, but I just don't know how that's possible.
Yes, Sniper's going to struggle a little bit in the early game. Viper has a really nice skill set for his early levels, but once he gets his shrapnel up and running like this, what he should be doing is like right-clicking and then backing off, right-clicking and then backing off. He doesn't want to be tanking too many of these poison attacks from Viper.
And he is, though. Look at his health, and Viper is just looking for that opportunity, even with the shrapnel there. He's still dotting down. Look at that.
Definitely needs a salve, but there is a regen rune bottom. Let's see if his Night Stalker's going to save it for him or not. Needs to be careful. It could be First Blood.
Oh, First Blood.
That Fairy Fire just in time to save
Regeneration.
him. Both heroes now sitting on sub 100 HP in the mid lane.
First blood.
Oh, I missed up top. It turns out to be the axe who should have been to the jungle.
First blood.
I missed it
no.
too, but bottom lane, Batrider going to
I'm
throw.
so
They actually managed to find it, and now Jakiro's in trouble.
On top of the Jakiro, Batrider gonna have to back off as he's gonna run into the tower. And look at mid; they're all both so low. I just want to see one of them die. I'm so fixated.
Yeah, there's no Sal coming out for the Viper either, so he's going to be sitting at that HP level for quite a while.
Bottom is missing.
There's so much kill potential as Axis gets gone on up top, Poison Nova, and immediately clawed down by the Ursa.
He needs to make a decision faster to just go to the jungle. He's going to start beating this Ursa if he's not careful. It's just like Dazzle alone is a hard lane for Axe, but combine it up with an Ursa who can pretty much solo him anyways, it's just too difficult.
Right.
Radiant's
I mean,
middle tower
the
can't
Axe pick
handle
is
this deluge.
clear. What they wanted to do is they really wanted to counter the Dazzle and make sure they couldn't save any of their carries, but I think they should really play to its strength of being able to go into the jungle, because, I mean, there's no way. This Fury Swipes just eats right through him.
For sure. I mean, sometimes, like, the mindset of an offlaner is like, I gotta make space for my team. I don't want to jungle because that means this guy's getting a free lane. That means I'm not doing my job as an offlaner. But at the same time, you're definitely not doing your job as an offlaner if you're not getting any gold income, if you're dying, you know. So you have to kind of like have the mentality where I might be kind of pseudo losing this lane, but it's actually helping my team in the end if I just played safe.
We have a haste rune. Viper might actually dive the sniper. We have a smoked up Night Stalker. This could
Dyer's
be
top tower
interesting.
needs some friends.
Viper
Same
waiting
as
for him to
you,
show
Tide
himself.
Hunter.
Killing
Real cat and mouse right now.
spree.
Oh my god, up top. Axe is dying again.
Well, bottom lane, Batrider,
Bottom
Dro.
lane, Batrider. On top of the... No, Batrider is dying to the Dro,
Let me
the
get
Crystal
my
Maiden,
ass
and the
back,
Jakiro.
and then
Lots
you
of
can
slows
die.
there, lots of control. Now a hasted Viper. No, the haste ran out.
Looks like he ran into Night Stalker. He wanted to go into Sniper, but found him instead. And Viper is actually winning mid a lot harder than I thought he would. Sniper is doing pretty well with last hits though, so maybe it's more even than I thought.
I mean, even still, like, you don't want this Viper to get this much. He shouldn't be that
Axe
far.
reports top is missing.
But, I mean, look at his build. Corrosive Skin, 3 points into it. So every time he does that little tick damage thing, he understands very well what he's trying to do in order to shut him down. And so he gets dotted. Look,
Yeah,
you
even
got-
with his ulti like then.
Oh my gosh, I hate that freaking Corrosive Skin down bottom. The tri-lane prevails
Top is
again.
missing.
Drow Ranger with the ice. Crystal Maiden with the actual stun. Frostbite is there. Do they dive for it? One more.
Double
I
kill.
think he's dead.
Double kill for the Jakiro. Dots get him down. Up top,
Yeah,
Axis.
that's pretty good for them. I think the weakness there, though, is that the supports are lacking in levels. These kills are very important, but at the same time, they're kind of losing out on the experience of battle.
A rotation coming in for the Night Stalker. They're looping around him as well with the Dazzle. There's 3 people converging on mid. They want to make some space for the Sniper. They want to
Kill
the
Viper.
Sniper.
Not sure if they can do it or not.
Dominating.
He saw them. And up top, this Axe dies solo to Ursa. Goodness gracious. What a game.
Radiant's top
Viper.
tower is under attack.
Under threat, getting slowed down by all of them. Has to TP out. Can he make it? An ultimate for the Sniper. Oh, just
they should have
barely
thought about
dodges.
that.
Trying to bring down
Sniper's
Radiant's
reactions
top
were a
tower.
little slow there. But yeah, that was a very nice play from Viper. He noticed the Void came out from the Night Stalker and knew they didn't have another
Radiant's
stun
top tower is
except
on
for
the
the
run.
Assassinate, which could have done it, but Sniper was just a little bit too late.
Just
Give it
the
up to Viper.
turrets.
I mean, he's just been playing perfect. this game.
Radiant's
I also got to
top
mention
tower
that
is
Ursa
under
looks like he's
attack.
about to do Roche at level 6. That's an unprecedented early level. I'm not even 100% sure if he can do it
He's
or
got
not.
his he's got his Morbid Mask. I mean, he's got a heal from Dazzle. There's lots of things they could do, and they are diving this Axe under his shrine, just right-clicking him to death, preventing him from farming. They do not want him to get a blink. And now this Ursa is going to call for a heal, maybe?
Dude, Ursa's like really low in this Roche pit. Vipers might walk in on him. It's getting pinged out. He gets bashed by Roche. He's gonna die to Roche if he's not careful.
Oh, Viper.
Oh, he's gonna run right to the Viper. Ah!
Grave? Oh my god. He's like, he might just turn around
Radiant's
onto the
middle
Viper,
tower
and now
can't handle
his
this
Dazzle
deluge.
is under threat. He uses his ultimate, but the Void is there. He's still right-clicking him down. Nether Toxin, Poison Touch.
Radiant's
Nice
middle
ward
tower
placed
is
by
under attack.
4GG. That was a really sick ward. Gave him the vision for an uphill attack, but it's not gonna be enough anyways.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Ursa thought he could do there. You cannot do Roche's only level 2
Dire's
Fury
top
Swipes and
tower
overpower.
is
You need
under attack.
at least 5 points in those
connection
abilities.
just
Right now he only has
drowned.
4. Even 5 is cutting it a little close. It's going to be a lot of wasted time for him. Oh, Axe finds a stack. That's huge. Axe finds a stack. He has a salve. He should salve up right now and take the last creep. Salve up, bro. There you go. Now go back and take the other creeps, man. Nice. That's really big for him. He gets almost level 5 off of that. And that was like 200 gold. He has to be careful though. Ursa's coming with phase boots. And he doesn't have boots of his own, actually.
Invisibility.
Okay. Sure, Sniper Invis is walking bottom. Looking for these heroes. Just so you guys know, my co-caster had a bit of an internet issue as we're going to watch Sniper throw out some shrapnel in the bottom lane. Gonna go for the Jakiro. He gets stunned up by CM as well. Nightstalker's there. He has another nuke should he need it, but it looks like the shrapnel's going to be done. CM's going to die at the bottom lane. Dazzle's slowing down the Axe. Axe still doesn't have boots, so looks like Midas might want to go for it. In the bottom lane, looks like they re-engaged. Nino's going to go down. The Assassinate flies onto the Dro. Does he have enough for the right click? No, it doesn't look like it. Shrapnel charges, 33 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. He has a Shrapnel. He could throw it on the Viper if he wanted to. He is. He's going to slow down the Viper. That's also going to put on the Crosus skin onto the Sniper. Sniper needs to TP out right now. He has one available. Grabs the TP, heads back in the trees. He's trying to TP out, but he walks right back into the Viper. And he's going to go down. So that was actually pretty good for Kick-Ass Patrol in the end. 4GG got a lot of experience there. And it looks like Ursa, this time he's going to have a successful Roshan attempt. He has level 3 in the Fury Swipe, so combining that up with his ulti, it's going to be able to be a pretty quick Roche this time. It's a nice pickup for him. Pretty important as well. Controlling Roche in this patch is very important. It looks like they're trying to take out a stack right next to Kings. Not sure if this is going to work out. Batrider sees this and he's hungry for it. They have Sniper down here too, so Sniper could throw out some shrapnel charges onto this stack. Supports are nuking it pretty low. Looks like Jakira's getting some of the last hits, not all of them, and Jakira's going to get slowed down, so is CM. Bat's going to be going on the Jakiro, but he gets silenced. Ice Bat's going to be off the mark. Bro's trying to run him down with the slows. Inyo gets stunned up. Oh, but these heroes are way too low. Viper's standing in the shrapnel right now, and Dread's actually going to be good brought down. The Grave's going to save Bat Rider, and they might
Top
pick up the
tower
Drow as well.
is
He's going to
under
walk through the
attack.
shrapnel. There could be an
Dire
assassinate. There is.
structures
That
are
should be enough. The
double
stick
kill.
charges are not enough to save him. As it's going to be 2 that fall,
Dire's
and
top tower
some
is
big creeps are
about
going to go the way of
take
Kings as well.
plunge.
This does leave Axe in the top lane solo, so he gets some experience, some last hit
Dire's
speed name.
top tower
Going to try to get
is
this
under
tower down.
attack.
Actually, he might be successful. Now Ursa's going to TP in. Let's see if Axe can stick around. Actually, probably TP out right now because Ursa does have the phase boots. Ursa's going to chase him. He's going to get the kill. Actually, that's some really nice juking by Axe. Nice TP out, and the tower goes down. That was a really good job to waste the Axe's time right there. And CM's going to get assassinated in the bottom lane. Another really good pick for Lord Bender on his sniper. And they actually might think about dive this tier 1. Dr. Dread is going to get shrapneled up.
Radiant's
Xanajay,
bottom tower
there he
is
goes.
staggering.
Gets a dual breath.
Drunk
Dr. Dread trying to fight up against these 2 supports. He's actually really tanky. He needs to find a way to bring him down. Viper's TPing in. He's going to go on to Xanajay. Jay's going to go down. Into's going to go down. It's a double kill from 4GG. Really sick TP there. And they dove way too far to try to kill the Jakiro, who's too tanky to go down.
Radiant's
Whoa, what the
middle
fuck,
tower
man? Ursa is in their tier 4s.
Oh
He just
my
blinked into their tier 4s. He's in their base. Somebody TP.
Oh my god.
Dro goes down to this Ursa who had the
Radiant's
Aegis. I guess
middle
he's
tower is under
manned up.
attack.
That is a definite man up. They know pings or anything, but they're
Double
chasing.
damage.
Brave onto
Radiant's
the Bat
middle
Rider, and
tower
now the
can't
Dazzle
handle
should
this
be
damage.
Lots of
Mega
stacking
kill.
slows, they TP in the Night Stalker, but falls to the double damage. Pops the Shrine, that will not enough. Nether Toxic continuing to
Unstoppable.
comes in,
Not
gets
so
the CM,
fast.
out for the Viper. The
Dire's
Viper
bottom tower
continuing
is
to
about
fight.
to
They have the
plunge.
ball, waiting for it. 1, 2, Axe does not get it. Actually, it's going to be Jakiro who stuns him up. Now they call right after
Dire's
the
bottom
Viper.
tower won't last long. Double kill.
The Ursa just eats right through that Axe. They need to control this Ursa. They miss the stun.
Yeah, misses
Ursa
the clap
under
as well.
trees.
Viper with the jukes.
Dire's
Ursa
top
blinks forward, though. He's
tower
gonna get the
is
kill.
under attack.
Viper down. Yeah, he didn't get hit by that, and he kept running. He would have found a haste rune. Now Jakiro
What's this?
playing a bit too
Dire
loose, mate.
fortified
Playing it a bit too
structures?
loose. Dr. Dread gonna fall to the Ursa as well. Ursa kill. Godlike
What?
Midas.
How is that an ultra kill 12 minutes in? Midas is going ham on them. He's owning them.
He just freaking. I mean, he killed the Drow, I think, right? And then he came up and he killed the CM. Then he killed the Axe. Then he killed the Viper. So that's 4. Oh no, wait, hold on. CM, Axe, Viper. Then he killed the Jakiro. If he had done it quicker, he would have got a rampage.
Damn, dude. Midas is going absolutely ham on them. He's got
Radiant's
2.5
bottom
people
tower
bang
is
too.
under attack.
Oh, Grom.
Once he goes BKB, and now we have a lasso onto the CM. Rough game for Grom Shadow as he gets
Radiant's bottom tower faces a
sliced
stiff
for
wind.
the Ursa. Tell me about the builds that you're seeing here. I mean, is there anything they can
Radiant's
do to
bottom
kind of
tower
mitigate
is
that?
under attack.
Well,
I mean,
Midas is going a very normal build. He's got the phase, the blink, and the morbid. The only
Radiant's
difference in
bottom
what he's
tower
got
has
is the
fallen.
timing. Like this is, and it's like this is a super really fast blink when you have phase and morbid mask. That's why he's able to get all these really fast kills.
Getting gone on by a hasted Night Stalker. They throw out the Gust, and he throws out the silence, the crippling fear. But it will not be enough. In fact, his team is running in. Axe still does not have the blink. And it
Radiant's
looks like we
bottom
might
tower
escalate the
is under
conflict.
attack.
Firefly is there. Ursa blinks in after the Axe. They have a stun blocking them off, but the Ursa does not get hit in that stun. And so the Viper on the back lane is throwing out the ultimate. The Dazzle going down, but we have a chase going on the bottom. Jakiro running for his life. Dr. Dread uses the ultimate. Doesn't have his ice because he is silenced. And now Viper.
Oh, dude,
Looks
this
like
is a huge kill if they can get the Ursa. That's a beyond godlike streak.
Bat Rider went ahead and TP'd out. They do manage to get the Night Stalker. If they can get this Ursa, he does have Blink. He blinks away, and he has Phase. He will be just fine.
That was inexplicable to me. The Night Stalker came in and they switched aggro over onto him. They had the Ursa stunned up too. If Viper had just kept walking up, or if Drow had just kept walking up and kept the CC on the
Radiant's
Ursa,
middle tower
that would have been
is
a
under
beyond
attack.
godlike streak going to one of them. So pretty bad hero focusing there.
Yeah, they could have got both. I feel.
Radiant's middle tower can't
Sniper
handle
mid lane.
this deluge.
Sniper getting ulted by the Viper. They throw out the shrapnel, but it won't be enough. Another Toxic's gonna kill him here. Can I ask you a question about this Viper's build? How do you feel about this mechanism instead of the typical Hurricane Pike build?
Yeah, it's a bit of an old build. I would actually probably rather the Hurricane Pike this game just for the Ursa.
Yeah.
Ursa blinks on you, tries to right-click you, and you can Hurricane Pike him back and kite the hell out of him. That's kind of what Ursa's afraid of, is getting kited by Viper. So I think the Hurricane Pike would have been nice. I see the mech as being kind of like this team fighting sort of build, but I guess with the Drow strat, they wanted to push early. Maybe that was their thinking, but I think they needed to adapt more to how the game is actually progressing.
Right. I don't really see any other good mech carriers though, so maybe it's just like they want to go for that mech, and then they need, like, they want to go switch over to the
Ursa smoked up in mid. He's thinking about jumping.
Ursa. Does jump, manages to hit the Viper, a stun hitting onto the Ursa. No ultimate committed yet. There it is. And Ursa uses his ultimate to mitigate the damage, but he gets lassoed and assassinated. He's gonna fall. Midas getting stunned up. The ultimate there from Grom Shadow, and a nice pass hits up too, but it's not gonna be enough. Grom Shadow losing his life, and now the Jakiro losing his life as well underneath that burn from the Firefly.
That was a nice try by Grom, honestly. It was a pretty good attempt, just unfortunate. Pretty sad to see these heroes going down so quickly. This Ursa might be getting out of control pretty soon. No axe. No.
They ping out where the axe is, and he's
100
almost got
gold
his
from
blink.
That's
That
so
sucks.
depressing.
That really
Dire's
sucks,
bottom
man.
tower is under attack.
Down bottom,
Radiant's
we have a
middle
split push
tower
coming
is
out
under
from
attack.
Drow.
Middle tower
The only
just
move that
keeled
she really
over.
has right now, because they are just at
Dire's
their
bottom
door. Look at
tower
this.
They're going to
going
threes.
Radiant's middle tower can't
This is no BKB, no Aegis on Ursa, and they're still this confident.
Couldn't withstand
7k
the
net worth lead. They could
bring
lose
down
it all. I
Radiant's
mean,
top
godlike
tower.
streak. Let's take a look at our net worth and see. We actually have a 9k net worth lead on the Ursa, 6k for the
Radiant's top
Viper, who
tower
is
is
the
on the
closest
rocks.
Radiant hero. That's a 3k net worth difference.
Yeah, it's 17 minutes. That's pretty huge. I mean, that's what happens when you see Axe go like 0 and 5 or something like that to the Ursa.
Ooh, man, he's got his blink now. This is a game changer. If they can pick up a smoke and make a play with this, this could be huge. Look, they're looking for that Roche. They could try.
I
and take the next
respectfully
Roche.
disagree. I think the blink is great, of course, but I think until he gets the blade melt, it's not exactly a game changer. I think I see him blinking in and then just getting owned because he's level 9. I mean, the blink is great, but it's coming at 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes. Blade melt is really what you need this game to be able to actually deal with something like Ursa or Sniper. It could set up a Macropyre though, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think it could set up quite a bit. You know, you don't really have to commit to blinking onto the Ursa. You, like I said, you could throw the Viper ultimate out.
Oh,
the
Ursa with
Viper
haste
Strike.
sees a CM.
Yeah, you can't Viper Strike that. CM is so
Oh,
dead.
shit.
Can't get to the shrine. He was blocked in. Oh man, and they throw out the Macropyre. It hits nobody.
He's kiting though, he's getting kited. He doesn't have his BKB yet.
He's got Viper Strike.
They can chop through
Out.
that. Nice!
Radiant's
Chop,
bottom
nice.
tower faces a
They do get the
stiff
Beyond
wind.
Godlike streak, and it goes onto the Axe finally.
And another one,
And
that's
another
great.
one.
He's halfway to blade melt already.
And another one. And another one.
Radiant's bottom tower faces
Bottom lane,
a
they are
stiff
split pushing,
wind.
so they're going to get a tower here as a return. But that's not worth
Radiant's
it. You just
bottom
gave
tower
Axe
is
Beyond
under
Godlike
attack.
Streak of the Ursa, and he's very close to blade melt now.
Radiant's bottom tower
So
has
that's
rung
really
its
good.
last bell.
I mean, he was hurting. He was hurting.
Dire's
Now,
middle tower
He's
is
almost able to do stuff on
drowning.
his own. Just wait in a lane and go ahead and blink onto somebody with the blade mail. Start killing. Batrider TPing to the shrine.
Dire's
Looks like he
middle
wants to make a
tower
move onto
is
the Viper,
under
calling out for
pressure.
somebody. And now he goes with the Firefly. He blinks in, he pulls on the lasso, and the Void comes out. The extra silence, he is unable to do anything. He does start to TP, but he's gonna fall. There's a lot of damage there, and the Viper a bit too far.
Dire's top tower is about to
Taking
take
out
the
the Roche.
plunge.
Do they want to go in? This is
Dire's top tower
there's
is
no
under
Roche up
attack.
yet, but they're thinking about it. Roche should be up in 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. 10 seconds. Axe.
Killing spree.
This is the same old gank. He keeps getting caught by this ward right here.
Cut.
Man, that has to hurt. He got so far, now he's starting to fall back behind. This ward has just done so much work for them. They have to suspect that it's there.
Radiant's
They
bottom
throw out a
tower
nice pass,
faces a
a
stiff
macro pyre. They throw out a dual breath. That was huge. Oh, they lose half their HP. The Bat Rider is going to fall. They almost get the Ursa. Man, that Force Staff, though.
That was a beautiful play from the Bat Rider. Instead of forcing himself, he forces carry. So that was a very selfless play that saved him.
That's how you play as a team, sir.
Sure, and actually, I'm kind of confused by Midas right now. He has lots of gold for his blacking bar, just hasn't bought the recipe yet.
Maybe he just wants to keep buyback, so he's just going to.
Yeah,
He has enough. He has
1500
1,500 surplus, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just like hyper focused.
Yeah, probably. It's a bit of a misplay to not have it on himself at this point, though. Really good if they run into like an enemy team gank or something like that. They just pop it and turn it around completely. He has it now, though. It's gonna fly out to him. Sniper in the meantime is looking quite farmed.
He's looking real mean with the Maelstrom.
Oh, Viper.
And they go. They jump onto the Viper with the Ursa. Assassinate. Everything is there. Wait, does Assassinate cancel it?
Assassinate does have a mini stun on it and brings him down.
I did not know that at all.
Yep, Sniper has the mini stun. Might have been the reason he just BM'd in chat. It says, "You know better," as he's casting his spell.
Oh my god. And
Lord
now they go for
Bender.
the Roche. You know, last time they checked for the Roche was coming up in 10 seconds.
Get stunned.
They stun middle, throw out the Macropire. A dual breath does not come out. They actually call the Sniper, and he gets pulled in. The Bat Rider trying to pull him in with the Flaming Lasso, and now they're going on to the Sniper, trying to finish the job. But Ursa claims the Roche, and Axe falls. Now this oh my god, Jakiro falls next. The CM is gonna fall probably after this. Assassinate, there it is. 4 people down. I did not see the Viper fall, but I assume that he was trying to toe-to-toe that Ursa. What happened?
Viper went down a little earlier before the fight. He was TPing out of the Roche and died.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was a perfect example of what I was talking about. The Axe called the Sniper, brought him really low, but had no low.
Midas, BKB, first pop. He actually popped the BKB and loses the Aegis. This could be a really good fight for them if they manage to combo everything perfectly. Dual breath. Now Nether Toxin. They throw out the ice arrows. Everything is working in conjunction. Can they get him? Yes, they can. They manage to ice path the Sniper too. Blink forward. Call is there. Shrapnel is there, and now they dunk. They're heading towards the Night Stalker, but avoid. 3, 2, 1. A slow from the Crystal Maiden, but a Force Staff's out. And great pushback. Great pushback. Axe a little bit eager. Thinking about it. Oh, what did he blink? He did bait the Bat Rider as he goes forward, actually having to run out through the trees. And now the silence onto the Viper, unable to use his poison attack to get that Night Stalker slowed and into range. He does have the mechanism though, and they manage to jump over the trees and get that Bat Rider.
Definitely a 3-2-2 coming out from Kings. They lost their Ursa and their Sniper kind of inexplicably. They had Aegis and Cheese and just died.
I think that they're really starting to play well as a team over on the side. What was the Radiant called?
Kick-Ass Patrol.
Kick-Ass Patrol. Kings and they both have Ks.
Dyer's middle tower is
Anyway,
drowning.
you know, like the ice arrows in conjunction with the poison attack, the dual breath, everything is there. The ice path keeping them at bay. The Crystal Maiden not stepping too far forward, but the frostbite there whenever they need it. The only time they fall is when this happens right here. They actually get the drop on their most important heroes. They tend to hug each other. And now they're going to get the Axe, they're going to get the CM. The Drow is running for her life. The Ursa actually now looking for a bigger target, looking for that Viper, the TP into the shrine. He has no TP. The Viper's going to fall. 3 people down on the side of, not 4GG, Kick-Ass Patrol.
Yep. I actually cannot believe that Kick-Ass Patrol stuck around like that. I was thinking, why the hell are Kings not punishing? Why are they letting them take that tower? And they finally went on them. They had all the heroes alive with a Chiso and Sniper.
Well, they do so well at, like, defending whenever they have to go to them, and they have, like, the vision. You know what I mean? But, like, let's say that you're being the aggressor. All they have to do is throw out the liquid fire from the Chikiro, and maybe have, you know, Drow attack it. Like, they don't have to commit the other heroes. I think if Viper had committed to a better position that fight. Oh, but we have an Axe call with a Blade Mail reveal going on to an immediate dunk. They get a second one, but the dunk doesn't get, but 2 people are down already. The Viper is still trying to respawn. Macropire is there. Sniper trying to kill Dr. Dread. 1 mail from
Oh, Lord Bender, dude.
Oh my god, Lord Bender.
Tore them to the shreds in the backline.
Just had everything. Viper, G4 staffs forward. And now they Hurricane Pike the Viper back, but he gets baited. A perfect gust, saving him. BKB Midas now running towards 4GG, looking for it. They are right-clicking him down. Maybe they go for the tower instead. The Grave is there. Viper running for his life, and now a Frostbite onto the Ursa. Ursa is down. Sniper looking to get him next. They force staff him forward, but a Hurricane Pike onto Grom Shadow. Oh my god, Grom Shadow is so done.
Might get a triple here.
Pro poison with the ice arrows, and the lifesteal is just way too much. Nether Toxin, not enough.
Max coming from the back line, might be able to find something. He doesn't have vision on him right now.
Is about to take the plunge.
It's waiting.
He's biding his time, looking for
Oh,
it.
sees him now.
Forward, a
Great
call
job.
onto the sniper, and a spin, a perfect spin will do the job. Now he's going back for his Vanguard as he runs.
That was a super important blink call because if he doesn't do that, they lose the Rax for sure. But Sniper buys back. He really wants the Rax right now.
A Shrine. He goes onto the Shrine. He calls the Night Stalker. Look at him. He's taking so much damage. He's going to dunk him.
Dyer's top tower.
He's going to die to tower shots regardless. It looks like that's really good. They might be able to repel this push now. In fact, they definitely will. 4 heroes going to be up pretty soon. Sniper has a buyback too, so he needs to be a little bit careful.
If they kill
But wow,
the
he
sniper,
doesn't care. That's huge. He picks up Jakiro. Yeah, they can't. If they do kill the sniper, it's really bad. But they're going to get a melee Rax because of that buyback. So Lord Bender does a really risky play, but yeah, exactly worth. He gets the Rax.
He's in a Shadow Blade forward, looking for an aggressive play. Man, this guy is not joking around. They're going for the Shrines, trying to take away some of that rotational advantage.
Ah, this will come in handy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Kick-Ass Patrol has a point. It's kind of an unspoken rule when you're doing scrims like this to not all chat, but it's not really an excuse to be like, oh, he's new. I mean, you should just know that. It's just unspoken rule.
Who's stuck's there?
Nice pick onto the bat.
Now they actually throw out the Battle Hunger onto the Sniper. Can they see that through Impus?
Darkness is up though. They're in trouble now.
Runs up onto the Viper and now avoid Blade Mail pop, but it will not be enough to make any kind of difference. That is their mid carry down. Oh my god, their second net worth.
Yeah, that darkness was huge. Made it so that Viper could not see the Ursa walking in towards him.
Radiant's top tower is over.
Vision
Radiant's top tower
Kick-Ass
has
Patrol have
fallen.
all the tools to toe-to-toe with them. They're just really being kind of outplayed here.
Gold and
Radiant's
Yeah,
top shrine
they
is
do
under
sort of
attack.
have the tools at the moment, but Kick-Ass Patrol have a lot of things that they can counteract with. Like, the big
Radiant's
thing is
top
Axe
shrine
getting a
has
Blade Mail
fallen.
call onto some important heroes. We saw that in a couple fights before, and they were able to win that fight, but other than that, they don't really have a lot of mobility to be able to just jump onto these heroes and win a team fight. Dro's pretty slow, same with CM, same with Jakiro.
Well, the way I see it is that, you know, Dro and Viper really want to stay on the back lines and just do what they did before with the poison attack and the frost arrows. But instead, like, the Viper wants to throw out his ultimate onto the Ursa. It goes through BKB. It will control him indefinitely. You know, like, he can't blink, he can't run at you. There's really nothing he can do under that ultimate. So if he just keeps that perfect position, but every single time I've
Radiant's
seen him,
bottom
he's just
shrine
been,
is under attack.
you know, getting caught out by all these different people. Like, even now, look, he's the first person out there. I know that he wants to be the one farming, but it's just like, they could jump on him at any point. You know, and they could drag him back there. That's the problem, is that Flaming Lasso, the Ursa, everything is ready to kill this Viper, and he's really their key
Radiant's
tool
bottom
to
shrine
counteracting
has
one of their
fallen.
strongest heroes.
Yeah, and this sniper is also doing exactly what Kings needed it to do in the draft. He has 19 kills, even more kills than this Ursa. And we were talking about how this Ursa was going off. This sniper is going off even harder. And he's just sitting in the back, and they can't get to him.
It's just like the threat of the Ursa too, you know.
killing spree.
Yeah, getting caught out. What is?
Doesn't have a
he is going
buyback. That's actually a
ads.
pretty big deal. Because they can push now. No CM. That's just another hero that they don't have to worry about. They ping out that ward. It's pretty important that they deward that as soon as possible.
They shrapnel. Do they have the money? Are they buying it?
Yeah, X has one. He's going to deward it. Needs to be a little careful of Batrider, though. If Batrider reads into this. No, it looks like he's on the other side of the cliff, though. It's going to be okay. But actually, Sniper's trying to put the shrapnel into him. No, not going to be.
So So how do they deal with the sniper? What's their answer for that?
They need an axe call. They could force staff their own axe forward to try to get a blink onto him, but they definitely need to call him with blade mail. That blade mail call is going to do a hell of a lot.
King should go in right now. The Viper roll was committed on the Ursa. That means a maximum effectiveness of both of them is right now. Let's see if they jump in onto the Drow. They throw out the Ice Path. Oh, a surprise Atos, and now the BKB going straight for the Viper. Viper, the only other person who can really do this, and the Sniper actually gets caught in the backline from the Axe.
Yeah, blade mail
Oh my
axe.
gosh, Flaming Lasso. This is a disastrous fight. The Axe. Gets the Ursa too. This is going to be a cleanup. This is going to be a cleanup.
Oh, Axe is carrying them so hard.
Oh my god, that's third dunk from him. A team wipe for nothing.
That's really surprising.
Kick-ass
one thing to
patrol,
note-
they do lose the ranged racks.
Yeah, it's not that big of an issue. It's just a range axe at this point. That is a 5-man wipe for no heroes lost. That's really huge. The big thing in that fight is that when Midas went in onto the Dro, he didn't BKB right away, so he got Ice Path. And after that, they brought him down to half health before he could even pop his BKB. After that, he got Viper Strike and controlled, and that baited his sniper in to come forward. They didn't have a nice pick-off to start the fight, and that allowed Axe to go in and just clean up their backline. What a sick blink and blade mail from Axe to actually go on that sniper and kill him like that.
Wow, how did he get in such good position? Was he just on the side waiting for it? And then
That
once the
had to
Ursa
be it.
went
He
in-
doesn't even have a Force Staff. He has no Shadow Blade. That was all positioning from Little Buffa.
Like, I'm just thinking that, you know, maybe like the Ursa went in and the Sniper had tunnel vision, and that's how he got the pick off.
Absolutely, he
they're
kind
gonna
of
get a
baited
return kill.
himself. Yeah, they're gonna get the tower.
Middle tower
They're gonna get
just
the racks.
got knocked down.
They might get
Like
more.
structures
No,
can't
they
be
should back
breached.
out. The
I
Ursa will be
could.
back
Dyer's
up
middle
pretty soon.
barracks
Yeah, I
are
think they
under
really need this
attack.
track, so I'm not mad at them for sticking around. They might go for a lasso when they back
Dyer's
off, but they
middle
definitely need a
barracks
rack
have
at this point.
fallen.
There they
There's
go.
a lasso.
Ursa is there, and they lasso the Axe in, but Atos and the Ursa immediately kills up the CM, BKB, and the Viper ultimate onto the Ursa, and that's what we were talking about. The control, the Axe falls, the CM falls, but in the end, they did lose a Rax, and they are continuing to chase.
Yeah, they can't lose any more heroes, though. Sniper is up, and if they catch them, they can just beeline down mid and get another rack. Sniper's gonna TP in.
Oh, here we go. BK. Oh, they TP out the Kiro, but they don't get him. The Viper should fall as well.
Does he have buyback? Yeah, at least Viper has buyback, but they only have buyback on 2 heroes.
And he's gonna lead them right into Aegis. I mean, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Night Stalker has Ags now, so he should be able to. I mean, when's the nighttime come up? 3 minutes? Okay, well, in 70 seconds when his ultimate's up, he's gonna have the vision advantage over them, especially right over their base. Even with these wards out there, they're not gonna be able to see them, and so, like you said, the Bat Rider should be able to get an awesome pick here.
This is a big moment too. They're gonna let Midas just finish up the Roche, and they're gonna beeline it down to the racks. Now, if Kick-Ass Patrol notice this, and they notice, they just notice Roche going down, so they might want to take a fight right away before Ursa can get him.
Atos onto the Sniper. He fails the Force Staff. A Shadow Blade is there, but the Sentry from leftover. Oh, they're gonna get the Sniper. Sniper, and he gets got. And now they're onto the Night Stalker with the Gust, the extra poison arrows, the frost arrows, and the poison attack. Oh,
Yeah, they did not take that through on the side of Kings because they sent the Ursa. Ursa was like, guys, I can do Roche, just go get their racks. But they can't do, they have to do one or the other with their full team. They can't afford to just send some heroes here and some heroes there. That was a really big misplay on the side of Kings because they sent an Ursa-less team to the bottom lane right into the clutches.
they're gonna get a tower out of that too. Down
Yeah,
bottom,
Creeps
the
take
Creeps MVP.
And now Sniper's dead for 50, and that could be a Roche if they wanted it on the side of Kick-Ass Patrol, but it looks like with their Drow Trap, they want to try to take another Rax.
They took the Roche on the Ursa.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm
So-
sorry.
No worries, no worries. So it looks like their only option and
Dyer's
what they
top
probably want to
shrine
do is take
is
the
under
shrines and make a
attack.
push.
Yeah, they might have been able to brute force down bottom. They know that Sniper
Dyer's
probably doesn't have a
top
buyback at this
shrine
point because he
has
just died.
fallen.
He had bought
That
back
top run
previously in the
event.
game, but they're not
Yeah.
going to chance it. They're going to play it safe. It's a
They're
pretty
just
good
gonna
play.
get the shrines. Yeah, I like that.
I'll take that.
It's gonna even out the positioning on them because that was the big problem last time when they
Dyer's
pushed. They didn't
bottom
take the shrines
shrine
first,
is
so they
under
were able
attack.
to TP the Sniper in. He was able to get some of those extra kills.
Dyer's
Interesting item pickup for
bottom
Dr.
shrine
Dread. I think
has
he's going to go for
fallen.
either Lotus or for Lincoln's for the Bat Rider. That could be really cool if Bat Rider manages to lasso himself.
Now, I think it's also really for that silence that they have going on there. You know what I mean? The
true.
silence is just, it's crippling at this point.
Yeah, if
You
Night Stalker
see
can get
what I
on
did there?
Jakiro, it's a pretty
'Cause
high
it's
crippling fear. GG.
Yeah. Okay, continue what you're saying.
If Night Stalker gets it onto Shakiro, it's pretty big. But I also think that if they can block that lasso, they have really good way to just turn the fight around immediately. So I guess we'll have to see what he decides
This'll
to
come
use
in
it for.
handy.
But it's definitely going to be one of those items unless he has the new meta and he's going Battle Fury, Chikiro.
What is Manta style on the Drow just completed?
Yeah, that's nice. That's going to take away some balance. It's going to confuse his opponents. I mean, the confusion factor for Manta actually cannot be understated, especially when you're playing a hero like a Bat Rider. You're not 100% sure where to throw your lasso. That extra second of
Ooh, a bold play, a smoke out from the side of Kick-Ass Patrol.
I think Axe is a little annoyed with that smoke because he's so close to Heart.
They are looking for something. Don't see anyone. They just
Notably,
assume that
Sniper has a Silver Edge. Actually, they smoke on the side of
Oh.
Kings as well.
double smoke. And they're all
Dire
heading
are
the
scanning
opposite
for
direction.
enemies.
2 ships passing the night on this one.
Oh my god, I absolutely love this. And when they watch the replay, I hope they laugh as hard as I am
This will
inside.
come in handy.
Silver Edge completed on the Sniper is a really good
scanning
counter to
for
Viper
enemies.
because Viper's corrosive skin gives him a ton of magic resistance as well as the corrosive skin, so it's important to get that up on him.
You sure they
Smoke's
would
gonna
use
run
it
out,
on the
But they do have the Darkness. This could be a really big team fight. Darkness might be the determining factor. He has Ag,
with
so
the
you're going to see
Ags.
everything.
Oh, they're gonna
Radiant's
see that
courier
courier.
just drowned
By
in a
If he's
courier.
out, they might be game sensing this right now, but Dro doesn't have one for a second. Oh no.
Dead Dro.
It was
They
in his
get a pick
buyback.
off.
It was in his backpack, and he has no buyback. Speaking of buybacks. Not on
Ag's
the Dro.
too strong, man.
Yeah, that was sick.
They've got so many ways to see them. Like, they've got the Shrapnel, they've got the Firefly, they've got the Ags on the Night Stalker. Like, their main priority is just having vision before they initiate. And you know what's crazy? Is they're incredibly strong as a team with vision anyway. Like, Sniper just excels with vision, a frontliner up front. Ursa doesn't want to jump in without it. The Firefly
Oh,
is there.
Batsy's Axe. Batsy's Axe, he might get him.
They jump on the Axe. They have the call. No, they don't. They blade mail. Gonna take out half of Ursa's life, but it doesn't matter. He has an Aegis and he buys back immediately. Wise choice.
That's probably their most important hero while the Dro is dead. And then the Bat find him really well played by the Bat.
BKB.
Whoa.
Ursa. Oh, he whiffed it. He whiffed it.
Radiant
Viper,
structures
throw
are
the ult.
fortified.
Viper, throw the ult. It's time. They're gonna throw the
Axe
poison
has his
attack.
blink canceled right now. He's going to be walking right into Shrapnel.
And now they throw the ult onto the Ursa. He uses his ultimate to try and stay alive, but the Aegis is there. He dunks. The move speed is there for everybody. They should back out right now, but the CM is gonna fall. Oh, dead CM. Everybody's TPing. What? Why did Dro TP to the shrine? I don't understand.
I guess he wanted to get back to the fight right away, but Shrapnel's
But
going to
he
go.
was right next to it. That was super strange. Anyway,
No.
they are toe to toe. They're holding the base. This is a miracle defense. This is like old school Na'Vi.
Yeah, they don't really have the best building hitters on the side of Kings. They have Sniper, and that's pretty much
Radiant's
it. Ursa's a
bottom
very
tower
pissed
is
war
under
builder.
attack.
They have to worry about bottom lane at the same time, though, and this might give them up a tower.
Dro is not in the fight. They're using that poison attack, trying to keep that Sniper attacking, and they did deward.
This is a nice siege. The only problem right now for Kings is that Bat Rider has no mana. Otherwise, they could go for like a lasso play again with the darkness.
Do they have mana boots on anybody?
I think they had Grease, unless I'm wrong. No, Dazzle doesn't have Grease, but he does have Arcane Boots, but they're on cooldown for the next 30 seconds.
They should
Bat
get
has
this
enough
tier
mana
3.
now if he wants to go just for the lasso, but he needs to have mana for Firefly as well.
Radiant's top
Tier
tower
3
has
down.
fallen.
They do have the Dazzle ultimate on them. They shouldn't fight during this duration. That is going. It hurts a lot. Like people underestimate that a lot.
I just realized these Radiant have wards that are going undetected on their hill. It's probably one of the things that are saving them right now.
So they see them up to here, right?
Yeah, they see quite a bit. The darkness is doing a lot of work there, but having vision on them on the high ground is pretty helpful.
Yeah, they need to commit to that gem onto the Night Stalker.
Bat Rider has enough mana for another go, and they pop darkness. Oh, if Axe gets caught again, it's pretty bad. He has no buyback.
This Viper
He's going to
should
go to the
stay
exact
back.
same position as last time. Just be careful. Bat Rider's going to look for Axe in the same position. Please don't deja vu this, little buffer. You need to be alive for your team.
Oh, this is so tense. You could cut it with a knife.
I think
Backing
Bat
out.
knows where he is. He definitely knows now. That napalm gives vision. Little Buffer needs to change his position, I think.
What did you say, little
Little
Buffa?
Buffer, that's the name of the axe.
I know, that's just little Buffa.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nice position change, and darkness expires.
Ooh.
Whoa,
Oh,
force
they
that
go
forward.
in. They force that forward, and they get that CM, an immediate BKB. And now they should throw it. They get the lasso bit. They pull the axe forward. 4 people are attacking. They leave the Ursa to die. But Ursa's not going to die. In fact, Ursa, nope, here they go. They're starting to get him. They go. They throw the ice path, and a grave is there. It's going to keep him alive. The Ursa lives in a gust onto the Night Stalker. Night Stalker falls. And now
Sucker pops
this
the
Viper
cheese. He was
under
really
threat.
low too.
Viper under threat. He is down. 4 people
That
down.
might be a good game. They have
They
2
buy
heroes
back.
left.
Drow was there, throwing out the gust, doing everything that he can. And now it might toe-to-toe this sniper. Should he Shadow Blade away? He doesn't have it.
Another grave.
His graves are just doing so much work.
Yeah, those were 2 game-winning graves right there. So what happened in that fight was the Ursa jumped in and caused a huge distraction, and Axe got lassoed once again. That's their most important hero, because if he doesn't get on the sniper can do exactly what he just did, which is mow down everybody from the back.
Dyer's bottom tower is about to flounder.
They got to be feeling the pressure, but I mean, it's just
Double
remarkable
damage.
that they have
Dazzle.
4
I
I can't believe they
Bottom
defended,
tower
you're right.
won't
This is a
last
really sick
long.
defense. They used 2 heroes against 4, and then 3 heroes against 4, and they're fine. I thought it might have been game over when Viper and
Dyer's
Axe were
bottom
down with no
tower
buyback,
is
but
under attack.
they stepped up on the drone
Dyer's
hero.
bottom tower
Yeah, they
has
even managed to get the
fallen.
draw. Like, it was just
Dyer's structures
much,
are
man.
fortified.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for the
By
side
the
of Kings.
ball,
They were just all so
Dyer's
low.
bottom
Ursa was at like
barracks are
100
under
HP
attack.
when he left that fight. Sniper was on a similar route. Remember, he got graved and he had to run away, so he couldn't really go back in.
Man, I think it's also something to be said that these supports are so farmed right now. They've got so many good items, like the Atos and the 4 staff on the Crystal Maiden. Right, that's been doing so much work for them.
For sure.
Not only that, like the Jakiro he's got his 4 staff and, you know, Perseverance.
This'll
Like,
come in
that's
handy.
he's
Yeah,
getting
he's been
closer
crippled
to.
though. He was actually had that. He had pretty much those same items and like 1,500 gold, but that buyback was really important. Pretty selfless play. He was going to either be crippled or his team was going to lose a Rex, so he chose the proper support path there.
Yeah, support path is just basically take it in the A for Miracle. For Miracle.
They're going to need a
What-
miracle so far.
Did you see that clip where he's like, take
Oh,
it
I
in
played
the A?
Venomancer. I played Venomancer and like-
Yeah,
Bear and still a Bear for miracle or something.
yeah, it was like he just.
A radiant
Oh, Ursa
Oh.
might get caught.
Oh, Ursa caught, and now they go in. They're gonna throw the ultimate. This is a dead Ursa. Oh my God, they throw the ice path behind him. Goodness gracious. They
That's
look
really
for the
bad.
lasso. Now they're gonna find the bat. They're going forward. They
Oh,
might find him,
sniper
but the
though.
sniper. This is a dead CM. Everybody's dying. He's trying to save everyone, but they are just too slow.
Oh, Axe might be thinking about a blink. Can he get it? No, the Maelstrom proc. Oh no.
Oh, now he immediately gets lassoed, and a gust is there. They throw out the ice path, but it's not enough. The axe falls.
Oh
That
my
has
god, this
gotta be
darkness with the
frustrating.
sniper is so hard for them to walk through. He has a Scotty and Shrapnel. They can't get through any of this.
And the Aegis, man.
Monster kill.
That is probably the worst
kill.
feeling, trying to kill a sniper when there's just shrapnel all over the field. Combining that up with the darkness of the Night Stalker, so you can't even see like a hand in front of your own face.
You gotta give
That's the
props to that
worst.
Bat Rider who kept pushing them back. Like they would go here, and then they were all trying to back, and because of the slows, they were kept here, and they got here, and then they got pushed back. It was insane. They controlled them all in this area so well. Kings.
For sure.
This is their late game strat. And I think it's been a good run for Kick-Ass Patrol, but Kings is just...
Roshan has
Wow.
fallen to the Dire.
And
Yeah,
didn't they
that
win
Maelstrom
last time?
proc too. That ruined Axe's blink initiation. If he had managed to blink in and get blade mill on that sniper, that could have been a whole different team fight, especially with Ursa getting picked off right at the start. but that Maelstrom proc saved his ass.
Oh man, I just realized this is the old sniper gun. I'm so used to the machine gun. Machine gun. First, cleaning it up. He has an abyssal blade now, so definitely going to help him a lot more in these kills.
Yeah, these heroes from Kick-Ass Patrol are going to be allowed to respawn, so they're going to have 5 up for the next fight, at the very least. But they are facing against an Aegis and Cheese. Last time, didn't seem to matter because they were able to win the fight regardless, but I think this is a little bit different with that Scotty picked up on the sniper.
It's the vision, man. It's just, it's too much.
Yeah, that Night Stalker Axe is definitely paying for itself.
Like not only the Night Stalker, I mean, but he's got like Solar Crest to help the extra damage. He's got the Void slows and stuns, the silences. I mean, he could step forward and give them vision, and could pop his ult to keep them from seeing the sniper, and that's like their biggest priority, which is insane. And if that wasn't enough, the Bat Rider himself will just be able to pull any hero out of position, and so it'll always basically be a 4v5.
Speaking of, they might find the Jakiro.
Down bottom, Jakiro under threat from the Bat Rider as they force staff on top of each other. Poison Touch is there. And now a Macro Pyre and an Ice Path actually landing onto the sniper. And the call was used, but he does not get anybody. He's still running after, and now they use the... Oh, man. I can't even describe the destruction that is going on right now. And the Bat Rider just juking it out. The axe falling. The beyond godlike sniper. They have to ultimate here. The Bat Rider is falling, and the Gust is helping him out just enough. Aegis down.
Oh, it's just the Aegis, though.
And now the Abyssal onto the Viper. Can he throw out the ultimate and save himself? Hurricane Pike away. He does have a mech. And now they're going in. The Sniper a little bit aggressive. He gets A-toast up. And now he's going to get control of the poison attacks, the frost arrows, everything is there.
He has a Grave sitting for him. Yeah, Grave's ready.
Grave.
It's a little early, though. Just be careful. Oh, he
Now
pops the cheese.
the cheese. But the Crystal Maiden is still alive, and they're kiting. Assassinate will clean her up, though. Viper, blade mailing, trying to do everything that he can. No force staff there, trying to reach the shrine, cannot. The Scotty doing too much work, and the force staff onto the Drow Ranger. They blink forward. The Assassinate is not there.
Nice Pike. Oh, but he puts him in the clutches of
Pike
Sniper,
pushed
though.
him, exactly, pushed him back in. Ursa is going to fall.
Okay, that's a really good kill. If he can live here, he's going to live. Sniper's into the tier 4s. Silver Edge comes out, but it's not enough.
Staff him. Nice. The Drow force staffed him into the base.
Yeah, that was good. Sniper is very low in their base right now, but they can't really find him. Somehow they're not going to lose Rax again.
Oh my god. Did you see that the Drow bought salves? He bought salves to get back into action quicker. Like that
This guy's trying to win, man. I
like,
appreciate it.
That is some try-hard shit right there.
I can't believe they still didn't lose much of an
This will come in
objective.
handy.
Like I don't think I think they just want to crush them. Like it's 26,000 lead and they can't take an objective. Like
Yeah.
this is literally an insane game right now.
Well, Sniper might be looking for a Dro. This would be a pretty ballsy play to go on this. He's at half health.
He thinks he has the control.
Radiant
And now he
are
goes.
scanning for enemy.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Oh,
okay,
oh
fair
my
enough.
god, the destruction. He hit so quickly. I mean, he just popped everything. He had the Silver Edge for the extra damage, so he was never going to take a good trade. An extra 175 damage. On top of that, he had the positioning, he had the Maelstrom proc, and he popped Mask of Madness just to be able to cannon right through that Drow. 84 seconds.
Alright, this has got to be a Rax this time. Bat Rider goes in.
Oh,
double
has the
lasso!
axe. Double, and now they get the Viper too, and he is silenced up. He pops the blade mail. He does have a mech, a Hurricane Pike there, but he predicts he's walking into the shrapnel. He's trying his best to get out of there, but the Sniper says, I want to finish everything that I started. The axe is there,
That's GG. They gotta
hitting,
call
and
it.
that's GG. They have to call it. There's nobody up, and that is an
Radiant's top
objective
barracks
loss.
have fallen.
Kings. This should
Finally,
be the game.
another 50-minute game. I mean, I gotta hand it to Kick-Ass Patrol. They held out for a really long time, but
Radiant's
Kings once again with a
bottom
really
tower
nice
has run
strategy
its last
coming out.
power.
I think the Darkness and the Bat Rider really saved them the game. I mean, to be fair, the
They're
Sniper
going
played
for the
well.
game.
Ursa also
Radiant's
played really
middle
well,
tower
but their
just
strategy
keeled
was just too
over.
good.
Yeah, they have a
Radiant's
buyback on
bottom
the Drow.
barracks have fallen.
Yeah, it's just
I
not
think they're
enough.
just
Radiant's
contemplating a
middle tower
GG
can't
right now. I
handle
mean,
this
they've
deluge.
done some miracle defenses before. Maybe buy back, try it out, see how you
Radiant's
feel.
middle
I don't
tower
even think
has
a Miracle
fallen.
himself could have defended this one.
Radiant's
Even a
ancient
team of
is
5
under
miracles. Yeah, gotta hand it to Kings. They played really well.
A team of 5 miracles, maybe.
Radiant's
Yeah, this Drow just gets a
under
rampage.
attack. Now have mega creep.
Oh, and they jump in onto the Drow. Good Manta.
Nice.
There
I like
it
this
is.
play.
Oh, see that?
Disrespect play.
He tried to micro that illusion and confuse it, but I saw that.
Radiant fortified their
They're
structures.
fortifying.
Attack the hero.
That's got to be really hard for Kick-Ass Patrol, but Kings just played an immaculate game. I mean, Ags
I wouldn't say they played immaculately. I think they messed up quite a few times, but I think their strategy overall carried them through. Holy crap, I didn't even notice. They had almost 70 kills. Quite a massacre. Holy, who's 40? Oh my god, Lord Ben has 40 kills?
43k net
And
worth.
Sniper has 40 kills. Holy crap.
He's been insane.
Alright, well, GG to both teams.